Hey everyone, today I'm going to be answering the 100 of my favorite things tag. In no specific order, I like masquerade masks like this one that Stephanie Loves Fall gave me, and Benetton masks and Mardi Gras masks, and I like all different kinds of masks like that. And of course, number 2 is Halloween. But that should have been, like, it's no specific order, but I should say that Halloween is number 1. Yeah, Halloween, I just love Halloween. I love decorating for Halloween every year, buying Halloween things, just everything about Halloween. Number 3, horror movies, especially horror movies from the 1980s. And my favorite are probably slashers from the 1980s, or slashers in general. And number 4, with satin bed sheets and pillowcases like this. I just love the smooth, slippery feeling of satin, and I just think it's romantic. And yeah, especially red satin. And 5, cemeteries. I would love just to go to cemeteries, just to look around, and maybe to have, if you can just sit there and bring my lunch there or something. But I don't drive, and it's hard for me to go to cemeteries, and there's not one in walking distance of me. But yeah, cemeteries, I just like it. I mean, I think it's a peaceful, and I just like to look at all the tombstones there and the statues and everything. 6, long hair or big hair. I love the women with long hair. In the 80s, I liked the guys with the long hair. I thought guys with long hair are sexy. I think women in general, not all women, but in general, I think they look better with long hair. I think they're prettier with long hair, and I would have to say that one of my fetishes is long hair. And I always cut my hair like I did now. I used to have way longer hair than this. If you go back and look at some of my videos of outfits of the day, it's almost down to my butt, but I cut it like a few months back. But I always regret it when I cut it, and hopefully it'll grow much longer than this by summer, because I really like having longer hair in the summer, which is weird because you would think, because it's hot you want shorter hair, but in the summer I'm out more, so I just look better. I think I look better with longer hair, so I like to have longer hair in the summer when I'm out more. Number 7, Lily of the Valley. I love the flower Lily of the Valley. I remember my parents having that flower at my old home that I grew up in, and I just love the scent of Lily of the Valley. And I also have Lily of the Valley perfume. 8, stuffed animals, especially Beanie Boos, and I have a ton of Care Bear plushes, all different size, the Care Bear beanies, the big ones. I have even a few, not that many, but a few even from the 1980s. Not mine that I had when I was growing up, because I didn't have any Care Bears growing up, but I just bought them more recently in the past couple of years. But any stuffed animals in general. I don't have that many Beanie Boos, but I want to grow my collection. The TY Beanie Boos. Number 9, Sailor Moon. Oh, I don't like any other anime except for Sailor Moon. I haven't seen actually that many other animes, but Sailor Moon, I remember when it first came out in the English dubbed on TV years and years ago, that I liked it right away. And I'm slowly growing my Sailor Moon collection, but I've liked Sailor Moon, the cartoon, for years and years, since it first came out on American TV. Number 10, Autumn. I just love fall. I like everything about autumn. The only thing I don't like is the cold temperatures here in Cleveland. I know some people, they don't mind the colder temperatures, but I hate the cold. That's the only thing I don't like about autumn, is it tends to be much colder than it should be here in Cleveland, Ohio. So, but everything else I like. The falling leaves, the color, the leaves changing color is probably my favorite thing about fall. Everything's so pretty. The streets are pretty. It's almost like magical walking down the street when the leaves are everywhere. Number 11, I like the smell of chlorine. There's tons and tons of other smells I like the smell of popcorn, the smell of coffee, baked bread, you name it, fresh cut grass. But the reason why I say the smell of chlorine is because not that many people would say that they like the smell of chlorine, but I like the smell of chlorine since I started going to a public pool when I was on summer vacation back when I was 15 years old, and the public pool was right in my backyard, and I always liked that smell of chlorine. And even in high school, walking down the hallway past the pool doors, because it was near my homeroom on the first floor, and I always liked that smell every time I passed by the pool doors in high school. Number 12 is the radio show, the talk radio show, Coast to Coast AM, that starts in my time zone at 1:05 in the morning. And a lot of the times they talk about paranormal things, but not all the time. I would say half of the time they do. The other half they may talk about, like, bring on like health experts, and they maybe talk about, I don't know, all different things. But I mostly like to listen when they're talking about paranormal things like ghosts or aliens, UFOs, whatever paranormal topic they're talking about that night. And then 13, I like the nighttime. I think I've always liked the nighttime. One of the reasons is because as long as I can remember, since I was a little girl, I have trouble sleeping at night. No matter if I got up at 7 a.m. for school or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, or how tired I am. I remember a school day, I was gone for 8 hours a day, and I couldn't fall asleep till like 2 in the morning. And I'm just a night person by nature. I like the nighttime. Everything's peaceful. There's no loud racket outside, you know, kids screaming, neighbors yelling, loud trucks, garbage trucks, you know. So it's just peaceful and quiet. And I think the nighttime, I just like being even outside at night better, like taking walks or just looking out at the stars in the sky and just spending time in the backyard at nighttime. I even like being outside better at night. Number 14, bats. I just love bats. I like to collect anything with bats, and I think bats are really cute. They have like the cutest faces. That's one of my favorite images for Halloween, is also bats. 15, cats. I like even more than bats. Unfortunately, I can't have any cats, but I just love cats. I think they're so mysterious looking. I love their eyes. They're easy to take care of. So yeah, I just love cats. I really love white cats, black cats probably, and like gray cats are probably my favorite. 16, fairies. I just love all kinds of fairies. 17, mermaids. 18, gargoyles. I just think gargoyles are really cool. 19, velvet material. Like this shirt that I'm wearing now over here is velvet. It's crushed velvet. I don't know what color this is. It's not pure red as like that satin sheet. It's like more like a burgundy color red, and it's crushed. I think this is crushed velvet, and I like both kinds of velvet. I like crushed velvet and regular velvet, and I like velvet clothes, and I also have a purple velvet comforter, but it's not crushed velvet, it's just regular velvet. I have a velvet comforter. Okay. Number 20, the paranormal. The paranormal has always fascinated me since I was probably, I don't know when, since middle school. I just love the paranormal. 21, the rain. I just like the rain. I like the sound, listening to sound of rain on the rooftop, or even just when you're in the car. I like the pounding rain on the windshield, and I think the rain is soothing, and I like the smell of rain. I just love rain. 22, coffee. I like both coffees. I like iced coffee and hot coffee, but I don't make hot coffee all that often because I don't have a coffee machine, or I guess in this day and age people use the Keurig machines. I don't have a Keurig machine. I don't have a coffee maker, so I just if I do drink hot coffee, I have to like just boil water in a pot, And so I just usually just buy those Starbucks coffees that come in those small glass bottles from the store. I like vanilla coffee a lot too. Vanilla is one of my favorite flavors. Okay, number 23 is Coca-Cola. I love Coke. I never get sick of it. I mostly like it better when you get it like from the fountain at a fast food place or like at a restaurant. It tastes much better from a fountain. But I also I like it too, just to drink it at home. That's what I drink most of the time. Is just Coke. I never get sick of it like other pop. Like I'll drink other pop like Dr. Pepper when I finally get sick of Coke or I'm in the mood for something else. But I can't drink Dr. Pepper for long amounts of time. Number 24. Well, I already said that the masquerade masks. Number 25. This is not good for me, but I like fast food. I like McDonald's and I like KFC and Wendy's and Taco Bell. Those four are probably my favorite, but I like mostly all fast food in general. The only fast food place I don't like that much is Burger King. Number 26, vampires. I love vampires. Yeah, those are like, I much prefer them over werewolves. 27, I like the artist Victoria Francis. I just love her artwork. I even have a poster of one of her artwork that she did. I have a poster on my wall in my room. And I also have her tarot deck. 28, Joseph Vargo. He's also another Gothic artist. I also have his tarot deck as well. 29, some reality TV. I like a lot of the reality shows they play on TLC, like My 600 Pound Life and My Big Fat Fabulous Life, and I forgot what else they played on there. I liked, what was that one show? Oh God, I forgot that one. But I also like other reality shows. I like shows on Animal Planet, like Pit Bulls and Pearlies. Then I like other shows like Dancing with the Stars and America's Got Talent. Okay, number 30, Game of Thrones. I really am really into Game of Thrones. I just love Game of Thrones. Unfortunately, the new season doesn't start until sometime 2019, and 2018 just started, so I don't even know when in 2019. It could be mid-2019 at the end of 2019. So yeah, basically another year to a year and a half or more. Number 31, unicorns. I mean, what girl doesn't like unicorns, right? I've liked unicorns since I was little, and I have a whole bunch of unicorn figurines. Number 32, I like ancient Egypt. I just love learning about Egyptian stuff. Ever since I would say I got interested in Egypt since I was in middle school. I think it was 7th grade that we started learning about Egypt, and we had to do like an Egyptian drawing on a big poster board, and then you had to write your name in hieroglyphics. And ever since then, since 7th grade, I've been interested in Egypt, and I just like to watch those Egyptian documentaries. And if I could visit just one place in the world, it would be visit the pyramids in Egypt. And I also would love to collect any collectible figurines and artifacts, it has to do with Egyptian culture, but I don't have anything. I wish I had something, at least one thing, but I don't have nothing. Number 33, I love the medieval days. I just love anything with that time period. I like the way the women dressed back then, with the long dresses, the velvet dresses, and the long hair, and the knights, and the horses, and everything. I just love the medieval time period, and I would love to go to a Renaissance fair. So, and also I think I started liking, also another reason that I got into medieval time period was also from middle school, when they started teaching us about the medieval days in middle school. Number 34, stickers. I started collecting stickers probably in the early 80s, and I still have all my sticker albums from the early to mid 80s, and I still like to collect stickers now. Unfortunately, I have some stickers that are still sitting in a pack or like in a bag, and they're not in a sticker album that I'm collecting now from the Dollar Tree, because they don't make sticker albums anymore to buy at the store, like the big like sticker albums like they had in the 80s. I found a couple on Amazon, but only a couple of them, and there's only one really that suits me that's the same size as the one from the 80s, and I don't have money to get it right now. Number 35 is the color purple. I just love that shade purple. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like, they say it's the color of royalty. I just love the color purple. Number 36, the color pink. I like the color pink a lot too. 37, sweets. I love sweets. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I try to watch how much sweets I eat, but I do eat sweets every day, and I shouldn't. Like, what I mean by not eating that many sweets is that I'll make sure that I only have one serving size of sweets every 24 hours, but I do eat sweets every day. I like cupcakes, donuts, cookies. Those three are probably my favorite. Number 38 are Monster High dolls. I just love Monster High dolls. I mean, I love gothic stuff, right? So when Monster High dolls came out, I mean, I couldn't believe they were making like scary looking like monster like dolls that look like Barbies type dolls like that. But unfortunately, I only have one Monster High doll. Number 39 are Living Dead dolls, but I don't have any Living Dead dolls, but I like Living Dead dolls as well. Number 40, I love Siberian Huskies, especially the ones with the red coat. I would really like to have one with the red coat on there, but they need a lot of room to run around, and I don't have the biggest backyard. So, but my old house, I had half an acre over there, and if I ever move and find a house, a bigger yard, I would just love to have a Siberian Husky, like I said, especially the one with the red coat. Number 41 are crows and ravens. I love crows and ravens. I love hearing the crows making noises outside all the time, and if I could, I would have a. I don't like to have birds as a pet, like parakeets. I never liked them from the time I was little, or finches or canaries, but I would just love to have a crow or a raven as a pet. 42, pens. I like to collect all different types of pens. Any type of pens, you know, that I think are, well, mostly like novelty pens. I like to collect a lot of novelty pens, or whenever Dollar Tree comes out with new pens, like this one. I like this chubby pen right here that I use. I got this from the Dollar Tree. It has like a marble look to it. So yeah, I like to collect pens. Let's see, what else? 43, roses. I love roses. I like the smell of real roses, but I do not like the smell of fake roses. Any kind of fake rose smell, like those rose soaps, they smell the worst. Like rose perfume, but real roses. I don't know if I could be able to pick a favorite color rose, because I really like them all. I like the red ones, but then I think I like the pink ones, and I really like those peach colored roses too, the peach colored roses. Number 44, I love Dancing with the Stars, and dancing in general. I just love, I don't know, I like watching people dance, and I used to like dancing when I was a teenager and in my early to mid 20s. I don't know, it just makes me feel so free. It used to make me feel so free when you dance, and to express myself, because I was pretty quiet when I was in school, but then for the school dances, I wouldn't be embarrassed or afraid to dance, and I just love to express myself dancing, and I just love watching people dance. Like it's like an art form, and I love watching Dancing with the Stars. I've been watching Dancing with the Stars since season 1, and I still watch it. 45, forensics. I'm just always interested in forensics all the time. I think it's fascinating how they can solve crimes. And I like to watch Forensic Files on the Justice Network. So I'm really interested in that kind of stuff. And I like to play Criminal Case on Facebook. 46, serial killers. I'm just really interested in them too. Like, I watch like documentaries about them and stuff on TV, and I'm just interested about what makes people do the things that they do, how, you know, to get into their mind, and it's just very interesting to me. 47, Law and Order SVU. I love Mariska Hargitay. In fact, I even have her an 8x10 autographed picture from her that was personalized to me. Number 48, I love garage sales, yard sales, and flea markets and rummage sales. I just love to go and just, who knows what you can find there. But flea markets I don't go to. So I really shouldn't say flea markets, but I would love to go to flea markets if I could. But I don't go to flea markets. But I do go to garage sales and yard sales, and I like to go there and to look for like old vintage stuff, like stuff that you wouldn't find like all the time, like stuff from the 80s, like toys from the 80s, or whatever things you can find there. 49 are antique stores. I love antique stores. Even if I don't have money, I just like to go browse around. 50, number 50, crosses. I'm not religious or anything, but I like the design of crosses. I like cross jewelry, like a cross necklace or cross rings or cross bracelets, or even to hang crucifixes on the wall. I like the art that goes into the crucifixes. Number 51 are castles. I would love to visit Dracula's castle in Romania. That would be awesome. Or the castles in Scotland or Ireland. 52, Gizmo from Gremlins. I just love Gizmo. I have a Gizmo Furby, and I hope that eventually, there are rumors that they're going to make a Gremlins Part 3, and it's not going to be a prequel, it's just going to be a direct sequel to Part 2, and I hope that it has minimal CGI or no CGI at all. Number 53, wolves. I just love wolves. Especially, I like black wolves and old white wolves. 54, gemstones and bracelets. I used to have a small collection of gemstones and crystals. I mean, gemstones and crystals, not gemstones and bracelets. Gemstones and crystals. But I had to leave those behind when I moved, so I'm slowly going to start my gemstones and crystals collection again. 55, tarot cards and oracle cards. 56, R.L. Stine. I had a bunch of the Fear Street books and some of his other books, not the Goosebumps books, but some of the other books that came out at the same time that Fear Street came out. I had a small collection of those, but those I had to leave behind too when I moved. And right now I'm slowly buying some R.L. Stine books all over again from Amazon. I like the Fear Street R.L. Stine books and the other ones, not the Goosebumps ones. But then again, I haven't read any of the Goosebumps ones, but I'm the Fear Street ones, the ones that I grew up with in the early 90s reading. 57, pizza, especially pan-style crust. I love pan-style crust pizza. I like pepperoni pizza. It's probably what I eat most often, but I also really like supreme pizza with onions and mushrooms on it and green peppers. 58, coffins. I love the shape of coffins and coffins themselves. I like anything with coffins, coffin jewelry, coffin rings. I have a coffin necklace locket that opens up. I would love to have a coffin-like bookshelf that I've seen that you can get online. I would love to have a coffin-shaped jewelry box. 59, burlesque. Again, because it has to do with dancing, and yeah, I like that burlesque movie. 60, pin-up style fashion. I like the pin-up style fashion. 61, classic cars. Like the cars from the 1950s through the 1980s. I just like to go to car shows and look at classic cars. 62, a hearse, especially the old-fashioned hearses, the classic hearses, and the old-fashioned hearses, the one that used to be with the buggy and the carriage on there from the old days. Number 63, I love boots. I'm obsessed with boots. In fact, from garage sales and yard sales last summer, I found a few pair of boots from there. And I really want to own a pair of the ones that go over your knee, the tall boots that go over your knee. I don't have any of those, either ones in suede or leather, either kind, but I mostly would like a pair of like suede ones that go over your knee. Let's see what else. 64, the woods and nature. I love the woods. I wish I could like have a house there that's like on like half an acre or more, just like behind like woods. I just love being in the woods and being in nature and around trees and stuff. 65, fireflies. I just think that they're kind of like magical, almost like fireflies. I mean, they glow and they blink on and off, and you know, it's amazing that, you know, an insect or something, you know, living can do that. You know, they glow and they blink on and off. So yeah, fireflies. Although what I've noticed is there's not that many fireflies around anymore as there were when I was growing up in the early to mid 80s. There's not as many fireflies around anymore, which is sad. 66, hamsters. I think hamsters are so cute. I had a lot of hamsters growing up, but I really don't like to own them that much because some of them tend to bite a lot. I mean, once I got bit really bad when I was little by a hamster, and they tend to bite. Some do, some don't, but I noticed that a lot of them tend to bite. But I think they are so freaking cute. I just love hamsters. I like rodents in general. I also like guinea pigs a lot, and rabbits, and a whole bunch of other rodents. 67, I'm really interested in aliens and UFOs, and that's one of the reasons why I listen to Coast to Coast AM. I just knew that there must be something else besides us in this huge universe since I was a teenager. I mean, it doesn't make sense for us to be the only people living in this big universe, and maybe even other dimensions and stuff. So I'd watch like UFO documentaries and stuff. So yeah, aliens and UFOs are number 67. 68, crickets. I love the sound of crickets. I just love it in the summertime. If you have the window open, even if you don't have the window open, I love to hear them outside. It's just really calming and soothing to me. I just love the sounds of crickets. Like I said, anything that has to do with nature or nature sounds. 69, India. I like the Bollywood fashion, what are they called, the saris that the women wear. I love how they do their makeup. I like their Bollywood style of dancing, and yeah, I like India. Number 70, glitter. I just like anything with glitter. 71, adult coloring books. I have 4 adult coloring books, so I just have to get better colored pencils. 72, Lisa Frank. I like anything with Lisa Frank. 73, I collect bottles, like all different colored bottles in different shapes, not just plain like regular like white bottles. Like I have one that's like a nice blue color that looks almost like a genie type bottle. I have bottles in all different shapes and colors. 74, poison rings. I used to have one poison ring, but sadly that got stolen when I had it in storage when I moved. So now I don't have any more poison rings, but poison rings, I just think they're so cool. 75, pocket letters. I like making pocket letters and receiving pocket letters. I'm not that good with arts and crafts, but that's actually something that I can do. 76, cute notebooks. If you go back and watch my playlist, I made a couple of videos, or one video of some of the notebooks that I have in my collection that I've collected over the past like 15 to 20 years or more. This is one of the ones that I have with the Siberian Husky by Lisa Frank. Sweet Sunny Day. sent me this. So thanks again, Daisy, for sending me this cute Lisa Frank notebook. See, I'm getting use out of it. Okay, number 77, Lolita fashion. I like Lolita fashion. And put that also with kawaii fashion too. And 78, corsets. I love corsets. I just love the way they look. I like the way that they make you look when you wear them. I don't own one, but I like how they look on other people. 79, wind chimes. I love to hear the wind chimes, especially at night or in the evening. Again, it's very calming and soothing. 80, aquariums. When I went to the zoo when I was younger with my parents, or even when I was a teenager, my favorite place to visit at the zoo was the aquarium. But I've never been to an actual aquarium where all you go see is just the aquarium with no other animals, just the aquarium at the local zoo. And I also like the fish tanks, how they have them, in some doctor's offices. 81, the TV show Stranger Things. I love everything about it. I like that it takes place in the 80s and the sci-fi horror element of it. And I love all the kids in it, all the characters, the actors, the music, everything's great. 82, carnivals. I don't know, it's just something, I love something about carnivals. I like the Ferris wheels and the cotton candy and the fun house and the smells of the carnival, the lights, the games, everything. 83, the Dollar Tree, but unfortunately I haven't had money and I haven't been to the Dollar Tree in over 2 months or 2.5 months. But yeah, the Dollar Tree. Thank God for the Dollar Tree, because I wouldn't be able to afford to get anything if it wasn't for the Dollar Tree. 84 is Facebook. I'm always on Facebook all the time. I like to play Criminal Case on there, and yeah, I'm basically on Facebook every day. 85, grandfather clocks. I've never owned one, but I would love to own a grandfather clock. 86, like I said earlier, satin bed sheets. 87, cute socks. I love collecting cute socks, but I mostly just get them from the Dollar Tree because that's where I can afford them at. And I have a bunch of cute socks, but I don't wear all of them, only some of them. 88, witchy stuff. I just like any witchy stuff. I like incense, crystals, gemstones, tarot cards, candles. 89, celestial decorations, like stuff with like sun, moon, and stars. 90, Greek mythology. Again, this comes from when we started learning about Greek mythology in middle school. I like the original Poseidon, not Poseidon Adventure, what was it called? Clash of the Titans. And just Greek mythology. I used to like to watch Hercules, the legendary journeys, and Xena. 91, Victorian homes, Victorian houses. I just love Victorian houses. 92, dinosaurs. I just love learning about new dinosaurs that they always discover. 93, lippies. I like especially lipsticks, because lipsticks were popular when I was growing up more than lip glosses back in the 80s and 90s. But I also like lip glosses too, and more recently lip stains. Any kind of lippies, but mostly lipsticks. 94, Amy Brown, the artist Amy Brown. Number 95, I like colored hair, like weird colored hair, like blue, like people who have like blue hair that I see with pink hair, purple hair. I only have those secret hair color. I have the red one and the pink one. I don't have colored hair myself, but I like colored hair. When I see other people with colored hair, I just love colored hair. 96, hearts. I love anything with hearts. A heart-shaped necklace, any heart jewelry, heart-shaped trinket box, heart stickers, anything with heart shapes. Oh, 97, I already had boots on here, so I don't know what else to put instead of it. I put boots by accident twice. I'll just add then for 97. I'll just add the smell of popcorn. I like the smell of especially movie style at the movie theater. The smell of popcorn at the movie theater. Number 98 are Renaissance fairs. Even though I have never been to one, I would love to go to a Renaissance fair. Number 99, bonfires. That's another thing that I love about autumn and fall are bonfires. 100 are spider webs. I think spider webs are beautiful. I just love spider webs. So the thing about I forgot to mention is about how I like the medieval era, the medieval days. I would love to visit medieval times. That would be like my favorite restaurant or one of my favorite places ever to visit is medieval times. So yeah, that's my top 100 favorite things. So if you want to do this, go ahead. I tag Sandy Dandy and let's see, Sweet Sunny Day 31 and Stephanie Loves Fall and anybody else who subscribed to me. I tag all of you guys to do this 100 of my favorite things tag. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.